Hey guys, so looks like we ordered something new today, something that was a little bit expensive, but we love the Mp7. This is from Bullcraft Industries. It is actually their take on an HPA Mp7 with the Polar Star F2. So when it comes in, this is how it will be boxed up. We got a couple patches here. Sorry, I've already been in here just to make sure it worked and everything like that. It also came with some nice stickers. Also came with what I'm assuming looks like they pre-tested it. So they tell you, your PSI and your regulator and all that stuff and what to be using it at. Some more sticker and a nice note talking about how appreciative they are for the patients, because I'm pretty sure they might build these, built to order or whatnot. Don't open the gearbox, and thank you for buying. And the gun. Now, the only things that I really find weird about this gun are two small things that don't really matter. There's a lot more positives than there are negatives. And one of them is that, so traditionally, here on the bottom goes the serialized plate for the Mp7, but actually looks like they cut the hole bigger and got rid of the problem that a lot of people didn't like with the Tokyo Marui Mp7, which is where the line kind of came straight out right here, and it was always really kind of on top of your hand. So I like that. It comes out now at about a 45-degree angle, so it stays nice and away from you the way it should be. The only other part that's weird is that it doesn't have the Mp7 dots. So I don't remember if the VFC Mp7 comes with that, because I actually have some sights. I don't remember which Mp7 I got these from. They might have been from the KWA, but as you can see, like, these ones are like a lot bigger, and they are metal as well, but they're just a lot bigger with no dot for some reason. Let's see the original dots. So I can't stand that one up, but you get the idea. And then another cool feature they have is that they actually included, you see this a lot on Japanese guns like the Tokyo Marui, is, if I can do it one-handed, this cover that screws onto the end threads. For Japanese guns, it's more like a slide-on, but this is nice to see, especially considering that the inner barrel is exposed if you're not going to run a muzzle attachment of any kind. And this is super solid 3D printing, so, it is plastic, but it's solid. I tried to break it with my hands last night and I couldn't. And it exposes this wonderful outer barrel that runs the entire length of the gun back to the gearbox, which is lovely, because if you ever had the original AEG VFC Mp7, you would know that this is plastic, and just trying to remove the orange tip breaks it. Now, I shot the gun right before this video, but one thing that was really annoying about the VFC Mp7, you gotta fit a battery in this top part. So you start fitting a battery up here. It's just for the board, if you know how HPA works. But this front end is completely new and 3D printed, and I'd recommend a pick, or I used a knife last night to get into it. You just kind of put it in between the wedge once you make that hole from picking it up on this side, and you kind of can wedge it up. It doesn't really hurt it looks like. But there is a button right here. It's not gonna pop it off completely, but it helps. There you go. And then this piece, after those buttons, is held on completely by friction, but a nice amount of friction, so you'll never lose it. And so one of the bigger problems I had with the Tokyo Marui Mp7 was, other than that, it was smaller. So this area was a lot smaller, and it ended about here. This runs the entire length all the way back up to the gearbox. So you have all this space for your battery, but you only need the little small HPA LiPo. And preemptively for you, they run the board underneath the barrel. So you truly have all this space for the battery. And a little bit for this braided line, but it doesn't take up any space at all. So I have this nice, what brand is this? This is Amped HPA battery in here. I can flip it the right way. And you can see, without even a second thought, you just push that little board down, push this guy in there, kind of just push all the wires in there, you start sliding back. And without any problems, without any wire pinching, which is really bad on the TM, and I guess technically the well by extension, you now have that battery stuck in there. All nice and easy for you. And this part isn't the original anymore. It is a 3D print, like I said before. But I mean, I guess with light directly on it, you can kind of see the difference between it. But I originally, for the first 6-7 hours of me owning this and not taking this off, I did not even notice. So, good job for them.